Hi, Caitlin.
Hi, Cassie.
Hi, creepy people.
Hello.
If you're new to our creepy corner of the world, this is P&W Haunts and Homicides, where we chat about true crime, the paranormal, and all things spooky in the Pacific Northwest.
She went for it.
I'm feeling it. It just came out of me. It's natural.
Yeah. It's just like coming out of your pores, which is, I have to say, better than being sweaty and or, mucusy, which has been a lot of my recent experience.
You poor baby.
I know. This is so weird. We don't record remotely very much, but here we are. You know what we do a lot, though? Do. Haha.
Do.
We also do a tarot reading at the end of every episode.
I thought you were going to say get sick.
You usually get sick a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I typically don't. For those of you that maybe don't know, aren't keeping track of like my wellness already, this is my first bout with COVID, and I gotta say 0 out of 10.
Is it really your first?
Yeah.
Oh,
as far as I know. I mean,
okay, that makes a lot more sense. I don't know why I thought you had it at least one, and I'm over here like, this is my 5th time. I got this.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I'm I guess I guess being vaccinated, I sort of thought, oh, okay, obviously I don't want to get COVID. It's less than ideal. But I figured that, how bad could it be, right? Because, I'm vaccinated, and I do think I'm shy a single booster, which now really feels like a gigantic oversight.
Yeah.
But so I'm gonna get that under my belt.
Yeah, everyone look into that and get yourself safe and vaccinated if you can.
Yeah. Because this has been quite the debacle. I kind of can't believe how sick I've been. So
I know, it's so sad. But you guys didn't really get to miss us too much because we did have an episode that you did with Yield Crime that we posted. So they got some of you.
Yeah, which ironic because I'm definitely the one who could not record when we very desperately needed to. But
so anyway, we were talking about this tarot reading we do at the end of every episode. We just do it for a little bit of deeper insight into our topic for the day, which happens to be my topic. We all know what that means.
Spooky.
I don't know if anybody could tell by my shirt. Hold on. Let me take my mic down so you can see it real quick.
Do it. I love it.
It says it's not just a phase.
And it's not.
And it's moon phases. And it has a jack-o'-lantern on it. And this is my new favorite shirt.
I love it. This is, I think, my new favorite shirt.
Oh, I love that. I was torn. I was like, do I wear one of our new merch shirts that we made that we wore for the festival or...
Yeah. Well, and I have a sweatshirt and I think 3 tank tops that CJ from Beyond the Rainbow gave me, and I was going to wear one of those tank tops. It's finally to the part of the year where now the recording studio will not be like a boiler room.
Yeah.
It's going to be cooler.
Whoa.
So I thought I would probably get cold if I wore a tank top.
It's weird that you just said boiler room.
Well, okay. So
I don't know if I've ever heard you. Have you said that before? Have you said that before about the pod room or things being hot?
I don't know that I ever have. Actually, yeah.
I'm kind of freaked out now.
Is that something to do with the story, or
maybe
are you just having deja vu?
I guess we'll see.
Okay, great.
So we'll talk more about the True Crime Fest Northwest. Did I say it right?
You did, yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about it at the end of the episode.
Yes.
Because we had fun.
We did have fun.
But let's get into my episode. I'm so excited. Obviously, I'm super excited for fall. So naturally, I was looking at articles about fall foliage.
Fall foliage.
Because I want to see where the good fall foliage is in the PNW. And I was looking for maybe some inspiration on an episode, and I kind of found it.
Oh, okay. What'd you find?
Well, I will tell you. So one of the states on the list was Montana, and this was a Pacific Northwest article. So I was like, well, I guess I never really thought of Montana as Pacific Northwest, but if this article says it is,
yeah,
we're talking about it. And I've never done an episode in Montana before that I know of.
I don't think you have. I think I've had a couple of cases that touched on areas of Montana. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of count it. But
yeah, right. This article did. So
yeah, I also have family that lives in Montana, so maybe that's why.
Hi. How's the foliage?
Some fall foliage out there.
Send us photos.
Yeah, send us photos of your foliage.
Well, so now that I am blessed, #blessed with the knowledge that Montana is part of the Pacific Northwest, I always feel like fall is a new year. So, new year, new me. We're going to be visiting Montana more. I'm going to make it a resolution, I think.
Oh, I like it.
Montana, watch out.
I feel like there's got to be so much good, like untouched, I don't know, just spooky stuff, stories and content.
Yeah.
And so hopefully some people will give us some hot tips on.
Yeah. Give us suggestions. If you're from Montana, write us a little story. You can email us at pnwhauntsandhomicides@gmail.com. And we will read it on a Creepy People Chronicles.
We will. Out loud.
Out loud.
Out loud.
If you guys don't know what we're referencing, we used to say that.
Do we not anymore?
We don't have an outro anymore that we say.
Oh, yeah. I guess I forgot. Yeah.
We're quite forgetful and also very busy and also semi-lazy.
Yeah, all of those things are true.
Yeah.
All the rumors are true.
We just try to throw in the promos here and there, so you don't even notice that they're happening.
Yeah.
Infiltrating your brain.
Whoa, there was a promo.
I have a candle that I'm going to light because it smells like fall. It's kitchen spice. I'm house sitting right now. This is Jessica's candle. Thank you, Jessica, for letting me use your candle in your house. I'm going to light it because
love it.
Oh, it just smells so fall. It's amazing. Oh, I wanted to do it on camera.
Do it.
According to TripSavvy.com's article, Best Places to See Fall Color in the Pacific Northwest, quote, Montana, best viewed while driving through national parks and forests from late September through mid-October. The colors vary depending on elevation, and you'll need to have a car equipped with four-wheel drive to access some roads.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say all of that is fair.
Yeah. Which, I don't know a lot about Montana, so...
I've spent a fair bit of time there, driving through Montana, the neighboring states to Montana.
Nice.
Some of those national parks.
Yeah, I've never even driven through. I think I've driven through like a corner of Idaho. And I think that's like as far up and over I've gone. Up and over. You see, I'm very technical
over
terms.
There.
Over yonder. So we spent all summer adventuring around the PNW and the wilderness, and I felt like we've just had enough of the outdoors, don't you?
I don't know. Unpopular opinion in our genres, but I'm like, I love the outdoors.
I mean, did you love my outdoors, like the caves and the haunted mountain tops and what was the other one? I don't even remember. The trees. Okay, the trees were cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I like the outdoors. Just maybe not the version that you've been focused on.
I'm just ready. I'm ready to get back indoors. And, it's back to school season. Let's go back to school, y'all.
We're indoorsy kids overall.
Did anyone else just have like a popcorn reading panic attack when I said, let's go back to school?
Oh, God.
Because I definitely did.
I don't mind reading. I just don't like the popcorn part of it.
It's scary.
You know what I mean?
We've talked about it before, but it's anxiety. I can't focus on what's being read because I'm like, am I going to be called? And I am not good at reading things, that I didn't write myself. So I'm not even that good at reading things that I did write myself.
Honestly, I think it's obviously just a ploy to make sure that you're paying attention. And I think it
doesn't
has
work.
the
Backfires.
opposite effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
certain members of society, it might have the opposite effect.
Most.
Well, we're going to go all the way back to 1890 when 4 young ladies who had finished grammar school asked for more advanced public schooling in Great Falls, Montana.
Really?
Yes.
In Great Falls?
Yes. Do you know Great Falls?
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
Really?
I don't know anything about Montana. You'll see later. Right. I will kind of explain.
Yeah, you're like, I literally don't know anything about it.
I don't know nothing. I did have to look it up. Grammar school is from about 10 to 14 years old. So what they're asking for is a high school, basically.
Okay. Yeah. That seems fair.
I wouldn't want to ask for more school, but like, I get it. Back in the day, you're like, you need the knowledge,
Okay, well, here's the thing, especially in like rural Midwest.
It's so cool.
I think Montana technically is kind of considered part of the Midwest.
No, it's PNW.
It is what we say it is and when we say it is. If you were all through your schooling and everything, think about it like.
Yeah, and you're 14, like.
Basically, it was like, okay, you're probably going to be like married off then.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, yeah, I think I want to go to high school.
That is very true.
I think I want to go to high school. Maybe college. Maybe I'll be a doctor.
So that same year, after asking for a high school, they were shacked up with some middle schoolers in the same building. They weren't in the same classes, but they were in the same building. So they were getting their high school classes, but just in a middle school building.
Okay. When you say shacked up, that has a very different connotation to me.
Because we just talked about being married too.
I guess, yeah.
I don't know why I worded it like that. Who knows?
I love it.
There was no nasty shenanigans, okay? Get your minds out of the dang gutter.
Yeah, okay.
They did have to share a building for a little while because even in their second year of officially being a high school without their own building, they only had 23 students. So it's a little hard to probably justify building an entire building for that small amount of children.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, remind me, what year is this?
1890.
Okay, yeah, that tracks.
Yes.
I don't think that the high school classes got a lot bigger for quite a while.
They did. I'll tell you about it. So, okay. For whatever reason, I don't know if more people were deciding to go to school or if more people were moving to that town in particular, but they quickly realized that they needed more space for all of these knowledge-seeking teens. Finally, after the long-awaited arrival of slate blackboards, the first high school building in Great Falls, Montana was dedicated in 1896, and it had capacity for 500 students. Which is like, that's a lot.
Yeah. But that's like be 500 for like all 4 years, 4 or more years of high school.
Yeah. So like I feel like if there's like an even amount, it would be like 125 or so per class.
Yeah.
If I can't really do math that
something
well,
like
that's fine.
No, that's right. Yeah.
I'm guessing.
If we're talking about 4 years and 500 kids, that's right.
But that's still but bigger than 23, that's a lot bigger.
It is a lot bigger. I wouldn't say
not a lot, not a big town. Yeah. The school though is like pretty fucking big.
That's pretty, yeah.
Also, fun fact, we stopped using slate for blackboards in the 60s.
Oh, interesting.
The rabbit holes I go down.
I know.
I was like, ooh, what's slate?
Ooh.
Great Falls is about 90 miles northeast of Helena, which is the capital, which is the only town in Montana that I knew. So I was
That's
like,
hilarious.
because I usually compare it to like how far things are from like Portland or Seattle,
Sure.
like big cities. And I was like, what's a big fucking city in Montana? Like I literally couldn't even think of like a big city. So I was like, just the capital. I don't know. Tell me a big city.
Well, I don't know that it's big by like the standards of like Portland or Seattle,
Like,
but
well
there's
known.
like Kalispell. Kalispell is really well known. It's a popular place. It's like absolutely booming. It's like, I would liken it to Bend here in Oregon. It's a lot like that. It's still very much like it's still like a rural community, but like it's growing. It's very expensive to live there now. A lot of celebrities have their vacation homes there.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah. And then I think Bozeman is like the college town.
Bozeman. That one rings a bell, I think, because of Big Bang Theory. Was Sheldon? He went to Bozeman, Montana or something one time. I don't know
that
why.
Sound right to me, but I don't know.
It happened. Someone look it up and tell me it happened.
Okay.
Sheldon
I don't
went
remember
to Bozeman,
that at
Montana.
All, I believe you. I don't remember that at all. I feel like I would remember that, but
I don't know why. I don't even know if I'm right, but it's in there and it came out of my mouth hole, so that's what's happening.
And then there's Glendive, which I don't think is a big city, but
I've literally, I know nothing. But now I'm learning more about Montana. This is a place that, like the high school, this is a learning place. Okay.
It is, yeah. You should watch Yellowstone.
Oh, you've told me that before. I do need to. It's on the list. It's on the list.
So good.
The Missouri River. Oh, that was my bad. The Missouri River smacked me in the dang old face. The Missouri River runs right through the town, and it's called the Electric City because a lot of dams and power plants are there. And my first thought, do they have damn mermaids there?
I did not know your first thought.
How did you not read my mermaid mind?
Honestly, I feel like I blame the COVID.
You should. Okay, I'm going to send you pictures.
Ooh, okay. Is that the high school?
Yes. The high school is built, and it's called Great Falls or Central High School. It was called kind of both in some of the articles. And it occupied the building from 1896 to 1930. And it was topped with a 4-faced clock tower that was almost as tall as the actual building. So as you can see in this first picture, how tall this fucking clock tower is.
It's pretty tall.
Yeah. It's huge.
Huge.
That it sadly had to be removed in 1916 because she was too thick.
Oh no.
The building was not structurally able to handle all of that.
Oh boy. Yeah.
It's kind of funny because I read that they put such a huge clock tower on the building to emphasize to students how important it was to spend their time wisely.
Oh, interesting.
It was just like a big symbol of spending your time wisely, I guess, which what a better example of how to invest your time wisely than to build a giant clock tower that, by the way, people actually knew probably wouldn't hold up and then have to tear it down 20 years later. Way to go, guys.
The irony. Yeah. Okay.
Top-notch role models here.
Yeah. No notes.
It is kind of interesting too. Another fact that I read was that to compact the backfill around the foundation, 100 sheep were shepherded 100 times around the building.
Okay.
Isn't that funny?
I mean, it's just kind of like, what do you have a lot of in Montana? I'm assuming livestock.
Yeah. Like, I
That's-
guess I never really thought of it. Like, if you're putting like loose dirt back in, like, yeah, you'd want to pack it down so things don't sink. Like, how would you do that? 100 sheep 100 times.
Yeah.
That was really funny.
I don't know that that's how
like
this
standard.
whole thing. Yeah, I mean, how this whole thing played out, I don't know that that's like a resounding endorsement for that method, but
The building is fine. The
Yeah.
clock tower was just too heavy. It didn't have anything to do with the foundation. The foundation's solid. We're good to go. Those
Okay.
sheep did their work.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, hey, the house don't fall if the bones are good.
Hay is for horses.
Here I am trying to incorporate some country, like a modern country song lyric into this our repertoire, and
You
you're
did it.
like, hay is for horses. I'm like,
That's
wow.
a dad
I feel
joke.
like I'm maybe I'm trying too hard.
No, it's perfect. It worked out perfectly.
I'm dead.
No, you're not. In 1913, an addition was built and the boiler room had to be moved closer to the new building.
Okay.
They supposedly turned the old boiler room into a pool.
A pool.
Yeah. Because why not? It's a big empty space. Can you guess
Okay.
where the old boiler room was located in the building?
In the basement?
It was in the basement.
Yeah,
And
they're usually in the basement.
all I can think of is like Pennywise down there in the basement. Like, do you want to float?
Oh,
And now I'm fully ready for Halloween.
I don't know how I feel about a pool in the basement. I'm going to be honest. In your genre, in my genre, I can't think of a single example where that plays out
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know.
positively.
That's the only place she could put it.
Lot of bad vibes and murder in basement pools.
Basement pools, murder basement pools.
Not a fan.
Okay, so we've got like kind of the giggles out because it's actually not a very funny situation because although there are no official reports of this, there is a legend of a student tragically drowning in the pool.
No.
But I know.
That's why you don't put him in the basement.
Yeah. Like, who's keeping an eye out down there,
There's no lifeguard on duty in the basement.
No. Unless it's Pennywise. That would be the best fucking lifeguard like prank to do on Halloween is just dress like Pennywise and be the lifeguard.
Okay.
Now I want to be a lifeguard. I'm not very good at swimming.
I was going to say, I didn't. Interesting. Okay. That's a choice.
Even though there's no official reports of this, even alumni have come forward talking about how this did happen.
Ooh.
Like Rana says in a GreatFallsTribune.com article, quote, as a 9th grader in art class, my friend and I were sent to the abandoned swimming pool. Ooh, now it's abandoned. Oh,
what?
Because someone passed away in it. That's right. Someone passed away in it. Okay. I can't remember what I wrote, you guys. It's been a while.
Oh, I hate this.
So they were sent to the abandoned swimming
pool.
So they were sent to the abandoned swimming pool in the old building because they were in the annex for the new part of the school to paint on very large canvases. So that makes sense. They were using it so they don't get the classrooms messy.
Sure.
We had to climb down a rickety wooden ladder to reach the bottom of the pool. It was rumored to be haunted by the drowning of a student. The pool wasn't used since 1938 when my dad attended the school. Eek! So I assume maybe the student like passed away in like 1938. Because,
Okay.
like, how would you use the pool after that, you know?
Yeah.
I don't
I don't know. I feel like 1938, things are about to get pretty wild in the world. I feel like the last thing people were worried about was some freaking pool. Because
What do you
it's like right before the start of World War II.
Oh. I was just thinking, like, there's
I mean,
someone died in there. I hope that he didn't die in, like, 1920 and they used it for another 18 years, you know what I mean? Like, ugh.
I don't know. I mean, I think, people die in a lot of places. People die in hospitals. That doesn't mean we board them up.
But you're supposed to die in a hospital. The kid is not supposed to die
Yeah.
in a school pool. So I don't know. I just felt like icky.
Yeah.
I hope that they didn't
Yeah.
keep using it after someone passed away in the pool. That's just, ugh,
Yeah.
if it's even true, you know, who knows?
Yeah.
There wasn't any reports of hauntings that people could specifically say it was this boy who passed away.
Oh,
But some people say they hear strange sounds coming from the basement. So,
great.
but I'm also pretty sure they put the boiler room back in there. So maybe it's just the boiler room making weird sounds again.
I just feel like maybe we just board up the whole basement, like that whole area. I don't know.
But they need the boiler room.
Do they?
They need to go wear their tank tops down into the boiler room. It's so funny you said that earlier. It just like blows my mind.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what to say about that. That's
Odd.
That actually really kind of creeps me out.
Yeah,
'Cause
me too.
It's not something that I
I don't think I've ever heard you say that, but who
No,
knows?
I mean, there literally has been a bar in Portland named the Boiler Room, and I still don't think it's even a phrase that I've said more than a handful of times. And
I feel like you would have said like a sauna or something, you know?
yes, yes.
Weird.
Okay, moving on.
You were picking up my boiler room vibes.
Yeah, apparently.
There's more about this, not the boiler room specifically, but the annex that we'll get to at the end.
Okay.
The school changes to Paris Gibson Junior High School from 1930 to 1975. And then in 1977, it became the Paris Gibson Square Museum of Art, known as the Square.
The Square.
And it remains as the Square to this day, the art museum.
Oh, okay.
And it is on the National Register of Historic Places.
Okay.
Which a lot of places I talk about are because they're old and haunted.
Yeah.
They have over 1,000 pieces in their permanent art collection and rotating expositions. That's not the right word.
Okay.
Not expositions.
I was ready. I'm down today. I'm just like ready to roll through with you. I'm like,
expositions. I don't even know what the fuck that word means. And rotating exhibitions featuring Northwest Regional Contemporary Art, American Indian Contemporary Art, and American Self-Taught Art.
That's very cool.
It is super cool. And we're going to learn a little bit more about some of the self-taught art too in a second.
Oh.
No, it's
Should
good.
I be scared?
I really love it. I think it's really
Okay.
cool. I don't think it's scary at all, but
Okay.
We'll see. So this is a quote from the museum website. The museum provides a variety of cultural, educational, artistic, and cross-disciplinary enrichment opportunities for both children and adults. They include 20 to 25 unique art exhibitions per year, school tours with hands-on art activities, workshops and classes for all ages, abilities, outreach programs for underserved populations, lectures, panel discussions, and more. Our traveling museum outreach program, a fully developed art lesson on American Indian contemporary art, brings art education to rural schools and organizations free of charge. So I just think that they do a lot of really good work in their community involving art.
Yeah.
I love art.
I feel like this feels maybe different than hopscotch, though.
Hopscotch.
Yeah, I
Oh,
remember.
yes. That's like the immersive
Yeah.
art museum, art experience.
Yes, it is.
So one of the permanent exhibits is self-taught artist Lee Steen's Tree People. And it is 234 sculptures of sort of people made from cottonwood branches and other found materials. Are you seeing it?
Uh-huh.
Do you love it?
I have some thoughts and feelings. You know how I feel about dolls.
Yes. But they're sticks. They're stick figure people.
I can't help but feel that these are akin to creepy dolls. These remind me of the doll that we made a couple of different little clips of. It was the one that talked. Do you remember? From Ghosts of Summer.
Because the face was kind of like slightly weird and falling off.
These are like
What he did was look at the branch and like he could kind of already see like the face in it, and he just put things on it to kind of like bring out what he already saw in the branch.
Yeah, like no, face. I mean, in that respect, totally see that, and very gifted and super art stuff.
But they're not normal faces. They're wonky. They're wonky faces.
I feel uncomfortable. And I would not want to be left alone with them.
You're not the only one who thinks that. But I would would love to be in there. I think they're so freaking cool.
They're very cool. Again, just don't want to be left alone with them.
Also, if anyone wants to learn more about Lee, I will have a link for you in the sources. It's super interesting to know how all of this came to be. But one more quick thing I just wanted to include about him. He had a twin brother named D. They were Lee and D. That's just the cutest fucking thing ever.
Lee and D Steen?
Yes. I know. I love it. I just want to bite their faces off, you know? I was watching a clip of their small town news segment on the museum during spooky season. And they were saying that people either love this room or get super creeped out by it, which I could see. But when mediums come through, they do report very positive feelings in the room and in the building.
Interesting. Okay.
They were doing this segment because they were having Ghost Hunts USA come and do an investigation there.
Really?
Yeah. And
at this museum?
At the museum. I think they've had like a couple of ghost paranormal investigators come through.
Okay.
When they were doing their kind of initial walkthrough, they reported feeling a lot of energy specifically in the Tree People room, and they felt that Lee Steen's spirit was there. Not like his ghost was haunting it, but like they could feel the spirit of him like through the art all around the room, I think.
Oh, okay. I'm like, sure.
Not his ghost. His ghost is not there.
I was like, is he no longer with us?
He is no longer with us. Him and Dee have passed a while back. This is old. I didn't put like a bunch of that information in there because it's not about that. But if you want to know more, go to my link.
Okay.
I think those like the 70s they adopted these.
Oh, okay.
These Tree People.
So they're old.
And he was already kind of old. They died like 3 years apart in the same nursing home. Me and Dee.
Yeah. That's like the brother version of The Notebook.
Ghost Hunts USA, actually, their site is shut down. So I don't know if they probably don't run anything anymore. Maybe they're Dunsey. Dunsey. I like it better. I was about to say Dunzo, and I was like, don't fucking do it. That's the stupidest thing. Don't say it. And so I chose Dunsey, and I think it's better.
Okay.
I'm standing by it.
All right. I mean, it's okay to be wrong.
So I went to their website to look to see if they had posted any evidence, but obviously I couldn't find any. I did find in another article that another team of paranormal investigators went through and they got an EVP of what sounded like a young boy telling them to get out.
Oh, great. Okay, bye.
You're like, fine, that's fine. I'll go. I don't want to be here anyway.
I don't really have any issue with that, so I'll just leave.
So I don't know if that was talking about the Go Sense USA team or a different team. I'm not really sure. It was just the article did not specify, unfortunately.
What?
So I don't know. Some of the paranormal happenings that visitors and staff have reported are hearing children playing, talking, and even singing in the building.
Oh.
Which is like, it was a school, so of course you hear children. One of the reports is of keys jangling, which is super specific. Like, that's a really specific sound. I wish I had my keys sitting next to me so I can make it. They're all the way over there. Damn it.
I was going to say, I don't have mine near me either.
Should I grab them? No.
Grab them.
But it is interesting because there is a mischievous spirit, some people like to call Timmy, that steals people's keys.
Okay.
And he also messes with the elevator. But I'm like,
no.
So he steals people's keys, and then people hear like keys jangling around. Is that just Timmy like walking around with the stolen keys?
Okay, listen, Timmy. Some of us already have all 80 of the HDs, and we don't need your help losing our keys. Okay? And don't fuck around with elevators. That is not okay.
Don't play the elevator game. It's not cool.
What the fuck is an elevator game?
You don't know about the elevator game?
Do I want to know about the elevator game?
We gotta educate Caitlin someday on the elevator game, y'all.
Fuck, what is that?
Don't play it. It's not
okay.
Good. Okay, I do actually know a way to relate it to. It's Elisa Lamb. That's what they were thinking. She was playing the elevator game and got lost in like another dimension is like one of the theories. So I don't know if you've like listened to a podcast episode on that.
Yes, I'm super familiar with the Elisa Lamb case.
Yeah.
I feel like now that you mention it, I remember hearing that theory. I still don't understand.
It's a game, and it's a game that's dumb, and there's no winning in it. So why would you play it?
I don't know. Maybe buy a lottery ticket if you're feeling feisty. You guys, play stupid games. Win stupid prizes.
Yeah. Like the death prize.
Like that one seems real dumb. I'm getting real handsy over here now. I'm excitable about it.
I'm glad I could relate that to something that you would understand too. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, true crime. She'll know.
You're like, oh, you know this one, right?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I do.
Okay, so this is something weird happened to me. So do you remember Timmy that we just talked about?
Yeah, Timmy.
Our buddy Timmy, who steals keys.
On my shit list, if I'm being honest.
Anyway, so this is kind of an aside from the episode. I'm sitting here typing about Timmy, and have Hot Ones on in the background, for background noise.
Of course.
And Kid Cudi is on there, and he literally just says Timmy. He says the word Timmy as I'm fucking typing about Timmy. And I was like, what the fuck? What is happening? What? So he's talking about Timothy Chalamet, which actually I learned it's Timothée Chalamet. But anyway, he was talking about him and called him Timmy. But I was like, what? How is he like things that are happening on the TV that I'm typing out? It's just the weirdest thing whenever that happens. I was like, I'm on the right track, I think. Things are syncing up.
Yeah. But this is a really great example of why I oftentimes listen to classical or instrumental music when I'm writing.
Yeah. I don't know why I can't do that. I can't listen to music while I'm writing, like any kind of music. It has to be like background TV. Because usually usually I don't hear it. I don't pay attention to it.
Yeah.
But for some reason, like the name Timmy like rang out in my ears, and it was on like 5 volume. Like it wasn't on high. It was just it was the weirdest thing. So I had to.
Your brain just was like, huh? That is so weird. We are very different, like, brands of spicy.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, that's
I
so
know,
funny.
because you send all these, like, you send some instrumental music to me sometimes, and I'm like, I love this. I can't
like,
listen to it
I
while
would
I'm
listen
writing.
to this in the shower.
And then
I
I'm
don't know,
like, I
somewhere.
can't listen to instrumental music if I want music because I want words. So it's just like,
It's true.
unless I'm at a
Yeah.
wedding,
Yeah.
like the beginning of a wedding, then the instrumental music is great.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Anyway, enough about Timothée, whatever you want to call him.
Timothée.
I love Timothée Chalamet. Why don't people say it correctly?
I don't know.
Because of course, I learned this because I had to Google how to spell Timothy Chalamet because I'm like, Chalamet, how the fuck do you spell that? So I Googled it and then I saw how his name, it has like 2 E's on the end with like an accent. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that can't be how you pronounce that.
Is it really pronounced Timothée?
Yeah, it's like it's French. And then I watched a couple clips of him explaining, yeah, that's my name, but like, I'm not going to make you call me that because that's like, I'm not going to make you guys say Timothée all the time. So that's why people call him Timmy.
Alrighty.
A lot of backstory on a celebrity. You're welcome. This is TMZ. PNW TMZ. So I kind of thought that the EVP saying get out, remember they said it sounded like a young boy. I thought maybe that might be Timmy telling them to leave so that like he can get his shenanigan on without getting caught.
Okay, yeah. I guess that makes sense.
Get out of here. I need to steal some keys and play with the elevator, man.
Dude, that's
Timmy.
so weird because the other shirt that I was thinking about wearing, do you want to guess which one? Do you want to be the she to my nannigan?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yes.
Yeah.
But we say shenanigan like every episode.
It's true. Yeah. It's true.
People also say they smell something strange coming from the bathroom.
Go, all right.
And I feel like I don't really need to do any debunking here. I feel like it's probably just poop.
Yeah. I mean, when you say strange, do you mean that it just smells like bathroom smells?
Like bathroom duty?
Like duty?
I mean, if
like
it's
doo-doo?
I want to know the specifics. I really wish I had the specifics for you of what the smell was, because if it was like maybe sulfur, that could be also poop, but that also could be
like
a demon.
Poop demon.
A poop demon. Poops are kind of demons sometimes. I often get the poop demons. Caitlin wouldn't know anything about that.
No, I'm very unfamiliar, but.
Well, you're going to love this next person's name. I'll just tell you that right now. Art Executive Director Sarah Justice
Ooh.
was locking up one night and says a ghost hit her in the back and felt as though it actually passed through her.
Okay, no, thank you. Justice for Sarah.
Which is what I always say when I get like a shiver. Like a ghost passed through me. I wonder if she got a shiver. She immediately turned around and of course there was nothing there because it was a ghost. She said, although that was pretty scary, the energy in the building is always very, very good. And she feels like safe and happy there. Okay. And she also feels like the spirits really like the staff because they're taking care of their building, you know?
Oh, I mean, that makes sense, I guess. Sarah Justice, she honestly sounds like she should be one of the Avengers. And if she says that the building has good vibes, like I probably okay.
Yeah.
All right.
If Sarah Justice says it's fine, it's fine.
It's probably fine.
Exactly. I also was wondering, like, why is she not like a lawyer?
Because law school is expensive.
and a lawyer is very different from an art executive director, I think. Very different things.
Very, very different career paths. Actually.
We love you where you're at, Sarah. You seem like you're doing a great job. The ghosts love you. Keep it up. Don't become a lawyer. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this is the part where I do have to tell you there is another legend of a child passing away in the building when it was a school.
All right.
I know. Stop with I don't like it.
I would be super pissed to die at school.
And then stay there too.
Yeah.
This was apparently the janitor's daughter, and the family lived in the attic in the 1930s.
Stop it.
Yeah.
She's already been through enough.
I know. She had to live at school. Hopefully she got to actually attend the school. I didn't even think about that.
I guess that's, yeah.
Like, I don't know how old she was, if she was even like junior high age. I'm not sure. But people see her fair-haired apparition floating around the museum. So she's blonde like me.
I was going to say.
Do you remember the additional building, the annex that I said we were going to come back to?
Yes.
I always love how I'm like, do you remember?
Do you remember? And I'm like, normally, yes. Today, it's kind of a coin toss. So
you never know.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of crazy. They blew her up for a movie.
What?
They blew it up for the movie Telephone, which is from 1977, starring Charles Bronson.
Oh.
Did I say that right? Bronson? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I watched the trailer. It's kind of funny.
Telephone?
Telephone. Yeah. So I wanted you to look at the first link I sent you. If you keep scrolling down, you'll see pictures of them blowing it up.
Shut up. Okay.
That's why I didn't want you to scroll too far.
Oh.
Do you see it?
Wow.
Yeah, there's like 3 pictures of them blowing it up. It's crazy.
They super blew it up. Wow.
It's right next to the building. Like, what?
I mean, they do controlled burns, controlled demolitions. I think the smoke and stuff makes it look a lot worse. Like it looks like the buildings nearby are in far more jeopardy than they probably are, but I don't know.
It's crazy though. And I'm just like, who approached who? Like, how did this get like, hey, we need to blow up this building. Like, does anyone need it like for film? Or was it the other way? Like, I don't know. Like, hey, you're not using that. Can we blow it up?
Yeah, I feel like in Hollywood, they have to have somebody that like looks at public records and stuff. And maybe
like
they
a scouter.
Yeah, maybe they find different things like that, like planned demolitions or.
Yeah, that's true. Wow. I just thought it was so weird. But I will link the trailer in the sources because it's kind of funny. Yeah. It's, old movie.
Yeah.
Very dramatic. It's got the guy with the trailer voice, like the yeah.
In a world.
Exactly. like an older version of that though.
I love it.
To end our time here at the Square, I'm going to leave y'all with a top-notch Google review from 5 years ago.
Okay.
Quote, 1 star is too much. The best part of the whole adventure is the cosmetic surgery of the outside of the building. Nothing inside. Remind you of a 100-year-old school. Which is basically a compliment because at the time she was only 123. I mean, she was 123 years old. Yeah. So if you're saying she only looks 100, like, thanks, girl.
Thanks.
But also, wow. You bitch. It looks like a 100-year-old school. Well, it is.
Also, like, yeah, that, I mean, kind of missing the point there, where it actually is.
Yeah. And they say nothing inside. It's a museum full of art.
Not their cup of tea.
I don't know where you were. Did you not go into any of the art rooms? Maybe you just wandered the halls. But I've seen videos and there's definitely art in the halls. So I don't know
maybe they just went in and looked at Lee Steen's stuff and they were like, I'm out.
Maybe, but I just had a thought. what if they went into a time slip,
Oh.
but then it would have looked kind of like a new school. Well, 100, maybe they're talking about like the vibe looked like it was 100 years old. I don't know.
I mean, they could have time slipped into like the window where the school, like it was still there,
Oh.
but it was still a school. I think
Like
that
maybe the transition between like school and museum where like
Yeah.
there's just nothing. Weird.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Solved it.
Well, would you like to do some tarot?
Let's do it.
I think we should. I brought my cute ghosty tarot deck with me today.
Just
Oh, you're
trying to
going to
grab
light your candle?
Oh, I can.
I forgot about that
I
part. We need to
think.
open the doorway. We need to open our
boy.
connecting tunnel. Oh, did you feel it open? It feels so much more open now.
I think
Okay,
that's the
so-
lavender and sage one. Yum.
Send your energy into the cards.
Okay, and I've got the tarot book.
Okay, I'm going to be shuffling them for a second. I cleansed them already.
All right, all right, all right. I just thought of another city.
Is this one? I think it's this one. It was like sticking up out of the card. I can't see what it is, but we're going to go with it.
I can't.
Oh.
Stop. Okay, I can't see it because my frame
I know
is
you
too small.
can't, but this is crazy.
Show it to me. Oh,
What does that
I was gonna
look like,
say, is it the
dude?
tower? Yeah, that's crazy.
It's not the tower, but it is.
It does look like
fire
the tower.
and exploding.
Exploding.
It is the Ace of Sticks, also,
I think we
which is interesting.
wands, right? Sticks. Oh my god.
I know
Sticks.
the tree people.
Okay.
I think Sticks is wands.
Okay.
Whoa, and it was in reverse.
Okay. Okay.
We were just talking about the flames, and it looks like smoke on the top. Like, oh
It
my god!
does.
Once you guys see
It
the
looks like
pictures
a
of all
mushroom
the
cloud.
smoke. Yeah, dude, I'm dead.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. Our keywords are opportunity, inspiration, adventure, creativity, and a new start.
Oh, art, creativity, a new start.
Yeah, like when you blow up a building and then
and the building was like, what was like the opportunity?
Yeah.
It reminded me of like the 4 girls who like wanted the opportunity.
Yes. Yeah, right back to the
Yeah.
beginning.
Wow.
Wow. Aces signify beginnings. That's
Yeah.
so weird. Ah. They also represent focused energy and clear, singular intent.
Focused energy on like focusing on blowing up one part of the building, but not the other.
Maybe, yeah. In the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot and some other decks, the Ace of Wands shows a disembodied hand emerging from a cloud, grasping a stick from which new shoots grow. The message, here's an opportunity. Grab it.
Wow.
Some decks picture only a wand, often one that's large and elaborate, like a ruler's scepter or a witch's ceremonial tool. And there is an extra excerpt before, actually, there's 2 before our interpretation. Okay. The first one's really short because this just goes back to how the ace, it's the highest or lowest.
Okay.
In modern day games of chance, the ace often stands as the highest card. In the tarot, however, it occupies the other end of the spectrum. Not the lowest, but the earliest step. Interesting.
Okay. Yeah. Because we talked about the earliest step of the building and then like where it is now.
Yeah. Get a little bit more of my divination juice. You are always nearer to the divine and the true sources of your power than you think.
Clearly.
The lure of the distant and the difficult is deceptive. The great opportunity is where you are.
Aw, I like
Every
that.
place is under the stars. Every place is the center of the world.
Every place is the Pacific Northwest.
Yes, I love it. I love that your head goes there immediately.
I don't know.
Okay, the reverse interpretation for the Ace of Wands is delays and complications have stalled an endeavor, and you feel frustrated or impatient.
Oh, that's interesting because I didn't put this in, but they were having bat issues in the attic, which I'm like, is that an issue?
Oh my
But
God.
yeah, so they had a huge bat colony in the attic, but obviously it's not good for an older building to have like bat guano everywhere, and they want to like use that space up there for storage and stuff.
Yeah.
And they were working on, trying to get a grant to help out with that. And I think they were having some trouble getting that. They were trying to raise money.
Huh.
So that's interesting.
Okay. Yeah, so that ties in. Not even a stretch.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, wow. As a result, you may question yourself and your ability. You might have to rethink your plans and make adjustments, or perhaps sit back and wait for a better time. Like when a production company approaches you about using a controlled demolition for part of their movie set.
Yeah.
It could happen to anybody.
I wonder if like they were gonna have to pay to like tear that down and then they got it done for free, or
Yeah,
I don't
maybe.
know.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that's interesting. I bet you the Hollywood production company was like, oh yeah, we'll totally pay to blow that up. But like, we're gonna blow it up.
You know what they need to do? They need another Hollywood movie to come film in the attic, and then they can get rid of the bats.
Yeah.
not blow it up, but just clean it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Just come through, spruce it up.
It's a big project because they have to there's like places in the roof all over where they can get in, so they have to close up inside and out all of those spots.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that sounds like quite the project. She's a fixer-upper.
I think that was 2 years ago where I saw that.
Okay.
So I don't know if they've gotten that done yet or not. I'm not sure.
So that seems recent enough. In a reading about money, this card suggests consolidating your finances and focusing on what's essential. Curb spending. Don't overextend yourself now.
I mean, they run on like donations and stuff, so I don't think that they do that.
You're like, that's probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay. In a reading about work, it can mean an enthusiastic start fizzled or met with obstacles.
Obstacles, probably.
Yeah. You don't have to give up, but you may need to put in some extra effort or reassess the situation. This card may advise you to wait for a more auspicious time when the force is with you to begin a project or other venture.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Obi-Wan, you're our only hope.
Well, now I want to know how it's going over there in Montana.
I know.
Great Falls.
Great Falls. Oh, I can't believe that. That's so wild. Oh. Okay. In a reading about love, the ace reversed suggests an enjoyable relationship may be short-lived. Perhaps you approached an affair wearing rose-colored glasses and now see it's not what you really want. This card may also mean the initial passion in a romance is dwindling.
I hope that's not about the ghosts. Like, I hope that they're like thinking the ghosts like them and feeling like the positive energy. I hope that doesn't like dwindle. It worries me because of the thing that like pushed through her. Like, I don't know if that was,
Yeah.
she said it was scary, but it still felt like overall positive energy in the building. But I don't know. That could have been an accident, but it could have not been. Could have been a ghost like, I didn't see you there. I didn't mean to walk through you, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm realizing, because obviously I told you that I have family that lives in Montana now. That's where my mom was born. My grandparents lived in Great Falls.
What? That's crazy. I had no idea.
Yeah. And Jesus Christ, I feel like I'm giving people all of the things that they need to all of the keyword stuff that they need to be able to steal my identity right now. But my grandma's name was Audrey. But her nickname was one of them was Ace.
Oh, what? That's so weird. I thought you were going to say Timmy for a second. I was like, no. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. You guys get the Ace.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I don't know why I picked.
I know, I was like, right off the bat, I was
So
like,
random.
that's so random.
Especially like the first thing I do in Montana. And I didn't, I searched haunted things in Montana and found an article of a bunch of different ones. And I was like, oh, school, back to school. Like, let's do it. So it wasn't,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, that's just so funny because I guess immediately I was kind of thinking like, that is weird that I said boiler and this is like all about like a boiler room. And
Yeah.
oh, okay. Well, I'm not exactly sure if I know what I think it means, but I feel like
it's all synchronistic.
Yeah.
I did have another thought about it being a school and stuff. I've heard a lot of ghost stories, obviously. And one of the things I know me. What? One of the things about schools, why they think it holds on to like so much energy, why they're often pretty haunted, is because it's like a transition period for kids. And there's a lot of, emotions and energy. In a school. And it just kind of sticks there.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking, well, this whole building was a school. And also it blew up too. So like, I don't know what energy from like the explosion, if that kind of energized anything that was going on there. I'm not sure how that works either.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, do we watch Ghostbusters and like just take their pointers? Or
I don't know. I wonder if now that's why they feel like the ghosts enjoy them, because the building has been abused in the past. So maybe they weren't like super happy with that.
I feel like that can make sense.
Yeah. I also can't believe we got a fucking stick tree. And it has like arms, it looks like.
Yeah.
I didn't even put this together. Okay, so you were doing your lights and you're like, is it orange enough? And I was like, well, make your chandelier like darker orange, and you made it red, and you have orange and red because we're kind of going for fall vibes.
Yeah.
But like, I didn't even put together like the explosion stuff when we were talking about the lights either.
Yeah. Well, and you'll remember, I think maybe because I struggle to remember. I'm clearly not a plant lady. The plant that I have in the pod lab, that's at the top of the shelf. What is that?
That's your grandma's plant.
Yeah, but what kind of plant is it?
Oh, what kind of plant is it? Oh, yeah. I don't remember.
Oh, I thought you would remember what kind of plant it was.
Oh, I don't know off the top of my head, but that's the same grandma, right? That you're
Mhm.
talking about? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
She's just like always up in your grill, I feel like, with these tarot reads.
I think a little bit. Yeah. Probably, we've got the plant in here, so she's
Maybe that's
channeling
it.
something. Also, no shade, but she was clearly a witchy bitch. All of her and her mother's like favorite animals. I mean, just familiar city. Just witchy out the wazoo. I'm like, huh.
They're wanting, maybe they're kind of like trying to channel that witchiness into you because they didn't get to express it, you know?
I'm not even sure that they would have known that they wanted to.
Exactly.
But for most of my maternal grandmother's life, she had 2 black dogs. Like multiple different 2 black dogs.
I love that.
She loved frogs. Her mother loved owls. I mean, just listen. I think a lot of people would argue that owls and frogs not inherently lovable animals for a lot of people. I think they're adorable.
I think they're lovable. Yeah.
Like for me, there's like an emotional like connection there that's I feel like separate from how I might listen. Owls, if you really want to talk about their eating habits and stuff, those are some creepy motherfuckers.
I want owl pellets so bad. I also, before we end, did we still want to say a couple things about the fest, True Crime Northwest Fest? Fuck, I can't say it.
True
I
Crime
wanted to
Fest
show off
Northwest.
my ghost face clip that I bought.
Get it. I know that was so cute. Oh,
do you remember where I got this from?
I think it was the same stall where I bought a couple of things that I think the pod people are gonna like.
Was it the book lady?
Yeah, I think so. I got a book.
Ooh.
I'm very excited about that.
You have to say the name of the book for people who can't see the video.
Oh, that's fair. Totally Terrifying True Crime Trivia by Brian Boone.
Love it.
Love it. We love the alliteration, Brian Boone. And then I also got a game. You can't even see that from there.
I was like,
okay.
I can't read that.
So this is Criminal Mastermind True Crime Trivia.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. There's a lot of goodies in here, and I'm still letting it season. I'm mulling it over. I'm thinking about how we want to use this. Maybe with the Patreon.
Yeah.
Maybe with our socials. Maybe a little bit of both. Yeah, we'll see. I feel like it would be really fun to do like a game night with the Patreon.
Oh, yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah. We started, and I don't know if we've even released any of them, our cold reads from that one creepy book.
No, because we didn't finish it.
I don't know if we're going to go back to it. We did do a couple of them. I don't know. We can cut this, whatever. But I feel like, I don't know. Like maybe that's something like if we did like a read along, maybe that's what it should be. Like instead of it being us recording it, like let's do like a segment where we do like some true crime, some maybe we can find something similar to this. It's like paranormal, but do like a true crime trivia. We could like, I don't know. I feel like there's other board games that fit in that we could play online, and we do like a game night.
That would be
And,
fun.
like,
Do you
one
guys
of the-
think it'd be fun?
I think it would be fun. And then I think we do like a read along, like not popcorn reading. I don't want
We
to
should
trigger
do
anyone.
popcorn reading. Let's all get on Zoom and just popcorn read to each other.
No, but if we were kind of toying around with this book that we got and some different things that we could do to kind of like create some fun content for Patreon. And I think maybe if we did like a little read along, like a live stream of us reading it, that might be fun. Maybe, yeah, maybe we can release like the first chapter or two that we did actually do like cold reads on. And then we can get them kind of sucked in, and like people will know what the book is like kind of about. It's a bunch of short stories, but maybe then people are like, oh, these are kind of interesting, and like I want to listen to these. And I don't know. Then we maybe do little live read with our friends.
I'm down for that. Whatever y'all want.
I'm just saying, I'm just coming up with ideas.
She's the idea woman.
Just like, no, I'm 1,000%. Like execution is not, it's like 80% idea and 20% execution. So thank Cassie for the other, whatever gets executed, she did the other 80% of that.
I'm like, you're giving me a lot of credit here.
What if we did this thing? And she's like, I don't know. I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. And then sometimes we figure it out.
Sometimes we don't. And then you don't ever see it or hear about it.
Yeah. And then it's like, okay, bye. We got to go. But I think that would be super fun. I would love to hear from our Patreon and just from listeners at large if they would be interested in that. So.
Listeners at large.
Large and in charge.
All of our large listeners. She thick.
She thick.
That poor clock tower. Have a creepy ass day. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Hopefully. For God's sake, I hope I don't have COVID by then.
No, you won't. Oh. Do you hear that? Oh my God. Is that Timmy? Did Timmy with his stolen keys? That was me, you guys.
I love it.
Oh, it's my Beetlejuice keys. Did anyone see Beetlejuice yet? I really liked it. I saw it twice.
Okay. So I go out there. And he's sitting there eating. He's just got the whole, like, it's like one of those big boxes, like movie candy size of Nerds that I got. I Instacarted last night. Because here's the thing. Dairy Queen betrayed me a long time ago. And they stopped making Nerd Blizzards. So every once in a while, I will get a container of vanilla ice cream. And I will get Nerds. And I mix those bad boys together and oh my God.
Nerds and ice cream?
Yeah, it's so good. It's like sweet, but also like, because Nerds are kind of like, they are, fruity and tangy and sour.
They're sour.
Yeah.
I like them in like the Nerd slushy that Sonic does.
Oh, I didn't know they made a Nerd slushy.
But like dairy and Nerds for some reason aren't.
No, it's amazing.
Aren't sounding good to me.
No, it's amazing. It's my favorite. It's my favorite thing.
Maybe I would try it one day with some dairy-free vanilla ice cream, but I wouldn't be like super stoked to try it.
You should be. It's incredible.
Okay.
My favorite.
I don't know if I trust you anymore. I don't know if I trust your judgment.
Wow. Judgy McJudgerson over here.
That's me.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you finish.
Okay, thank you. Oh, speaking of Taylor Swift,